my name is Liene and welcome back to my channel. Let's talk about the books I read in August. During the August I felt weird, like I didn't feel like I read as much as I did, and looking at some of the books I feel like I read them ages ago, not just last month. I managed to read 7 books. That's really good, and let's just go through them. The first book I finished was The Midnight Library by Matt Haig. This one is about a woman who has decided that she's done. She ends her life and kind of wakes up in this in-between life and death place that is the Midnight Library, and there she has a chance to see how her life would have been if she had made different decisions. And yeah, it explores a lot of like what ifs. What if she didn't quit things in the childhood and things like that. So it was really interesting. I like that idea of kind of, it's not like, it's kind of multiple universes, like where you have different, the same you, different life, like based on the decisions you have made in the past. And I really like that. I enjoyed the book. At the end it drags a bit, like it repeats quite a lot, but I really liked it. The next one I read was Queens of Geek by Jen Wild. I read an ebook and I enjoyed this one. This was about 3 teenagers from Australia. One of them is a quite popular YouTuber, and the 2 are her friends, and they have decided to go to a convention in America, and it's the 3 days they spend there in that convention, things that happen there. What I liked about it was that Tumblr was mentioned there. If you know that website, it was really popular at one point, and I guess it was really popular when the book was written, so it kind of brought back memories because I really enjoyed that. I had a blog there, so mostly pictures, but that's not the point. So I enjoyed that part. That was a bit of like insta love if you consider that it was just 3 days of those kids' lives, but it was quick and easy read and I enjoyed it. Well, editing me wants to add that I really liked the friendship, like how the friendship was between the 2 friends, and that there were not unnecessary drama between the friends. That was really great. The next book I read was Murder in Mesopotamia by Agatha Christie. This is the Hercule Poirot mystery. One of them, I think there are quite a lot of those, but this one is set in Iraq in an archaeological kind of camp where there is American archaeological expedition, and one of the people there gets murdered, and one of the rest of the people living there in that camp most likely is the murderer. I really enjoyed it. I didn't expect like the one who was the murderer that it's gonna be that person, so it was really interesting to read. It's told by a nurse who went there to help out the kind of, not the leader, but the main guy who leads, I guess he's a leader, like, of the expedition to help his wife. So she tells and remembers things that happen there. And I found it really interesting. I really liked it. Next was a bit of a disappointing read. I read Kalendars Mani Sauc by Andris Kalnozols, and this one is like Calendar Calls Me. It's a Latvian novel in diary form. It won a prize. I can't remember which one exactly, but I've heard only good things about it. Everyone praises it, and I was expecting that it's gonna be something amazing. And of course, it was a bit of a disappointment if you read something hyped and you expect something really, I don't know. I actually don't know what I expected, but it was a bit of a letdown. It's from a perspective of a man who is on autism spectrum. That is what I got from some research online, because the author never mentions in the book. What I didn't really like, that he kind of confirmed in an interview that the main character is on autism spectrum, but he never did the research. He never researched anything. Just one friend told him, who works with people like that it was believable. So that's his only kind of credential. I don't know. But yeah, that kind of didn't sit right with me, that he didn't even explore and research before writing. But yeah, it is a well-loved book here, but a bit of a disappointment for me. The next book was Once and Future Witches by Alex E. Harrell. This was a book club book for a Patreon, and yeah, I didn't have the chance to join the live show because I wasn't home, but I read the book. I enjoyed it. It's about three sisters, about three really different sisters, and about magic, and about women's rights, about witches' rights. It kind of turns into a fight for rights for witches. It wasn't an easy read because it has a kind of flowery writing, I think, so books like that are a bit hard for me to read because, I don't know, I think I like more simpler language because I can understand it more and connect with things happening because I understand them more. But I enjoyed the story. I enjoyed the historical setting, though it felt like it was like further in the past when I read it. It just didn't feel like, I think, set in late 19th century, but it felt like Middle Ages or something. I think because of the witches part, like witch hunting, witch burning and things like that. So yeah, but it was really interesting. I enjoyed it for what it was. Next one was Aurora Burning by Amy Kaufman and Jay Kristoff. This is the second book in Aurora cycle, and I liked it. I really enjoy sci-fis. Not all, but these kinds, I guess, that are kind of space operas. The first one was where the squad leader found a girl, Aurora, who was asleep for 200 years. And that kind of starts things. And yeah, the first one ended, it didn't end that good. And this one continues from there. A lot of new things get revealed. Some things were a bit annoying, but I need to remember that they are teenagers, and yeah, you can't expect them to do like all the things rationally, think about them rationally. Oh my god, I don't know how to talk, but yeah, so I really liked it. I'm waiting for the third book. I'm hopefully gonna read it soon after it comes out, because it comes out I think in November. I'm excited for that, and I will definitely finish the series. And the last one was another Agatha Christie mystery, and it was Cat Among the Pigeons. This is a Poirot mystery too, though I find it interesting how a lot of things happen before Poirot gets involved. Because I feel like in the movies that I have seen, he shows up sooner. It's like half, or in this case, I think there was more than a half of the book before the Poirot arrives. But this was set in a prestigious school in England, and there is a murder, of course, and yeah, a lot of interesting things. I don't know, maybe people who read more mysteries and thrillers wouldn't agree with me, but I couldn't like figure out who is who is the killer, who is the bad guy in this one. But I'm not that good with guessing. I like guessing, but I don't think I'm good with it. So yeah, I really liked it. I really like Agatha Christie's writing. I just don't like these editions because they all look the same. If you remember the book I showed you before, it basically looks the same. They were published in early 90s, I think. I don't know why they did that, but 1994. So they look the same. The only difference is they have like the numbers on the side and of course the titles, but the numbers are not like, this is not gonna be the first ever book where Poirot shows up. I don't know why is it first here, but yeah. So that's that. Here are the books. You can see all of them, but here are all the books I read and my Kindle in August. I actually enjoyed like all of them. This was a bit disappointing, but that doesn't mean that I didn't enjoy it at all. But I enjoyed all the books. I had a good reading month, even though I feel like I didn't have a good reading month for some reason. The like inner feeling is weird because August was weird. But please let me know, what was your least favorite read in August? Because that's the thing I can choose. I don't know the favorite one because most of them are pretty similar. So my least favorite one was Calendar Calls Me by Andris Kalnozols, just because, not because it's bad, but just because I was expecting something more. And yeah, I was hyped for it and I was disappointed. But yeah, that's it. Thank you for watching. I hope you enjoy it and I see you in the next one. Bye! I feel like, as always, my wrap-ups are a mess because, I don't know, I just don't know how to talk about the books. But August is over and I wanted to do a wrap-up.